Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time I bring the repair of a washing machine of the Whirlpool Xpert. You see that those washing machines have several models, several faults, and this is a fault that had not touched me. In fact, it did not touch me. It was the turn of a colleague. The fault is that it doesn't spin. If you can see the tub, it kind of spins a little, but you put it to spin and it spins like a little bit, then a little bit, and then flat. It doesn't turn anything. It locks, it throws the safety and like. If you had paused it, the curious thing about this failure is that it does not present it to you in the error codes. Always as a technician you get used to the fact that you already arrive, and before uncovering you enter error codes, and there it automatically tells you acomotor, actuator or solenoid or as. You want to call it or motor, capacitor, harness. It already marks the faults, and in this case what it marked was the F342 error, if I remember correctly, but that error has nothing to do with this washing machine. This washing machine is top load when the F342 error, I tell you. If I remember correctly, it is a front load, Whirlpool front load, and that error in the heater. Then in this case my partner tells me to support him in this little problem. I already inquire because I already did not have it physically until I came to. See it directly, and it was something very simple. The detail is that here of so many that I had already put my hand on it. Many already said that it was the card, others that the actuator, others that this, another that the other, and in the end they did not give. So let's see. Right now the failure, and let's see how we solve it, is a fairly easy failure, and it is practically your washing machine that does not spin or that pauses in the spin, but all the other functions, if it does them well, it washes and everything. Well, I just remind you that if you like it, my content, then like, comment, share, subscribe, support me in the channels that are in the description, and give it a subscription, and remember that it is free, then you save a little wool, and also there you support me. And look here, we can see how the agitator makes a small turn already. You saw, and if it already blocked, look, the one on the door started flashing, and that's it. I mean, that's all it did. It blocked and you put it on, and there are times that if it turns one turn and again it does the same thing again, but never centrifuge, then here no matter how much you get into mistakes and everything is not going to mark that. This washing machine was giving three errors, that was tachometer, door lock, and the failure of the heater, but in this case no, neither of the two parts were wrong. I checked it. And the other one has nothing to do with this washing machine. Here it was even a little difficult because it still has the insurance, because it is difficult for it to enter technical mode. Well, but anyway, right now we are going to see how to enter technical mode again quickly. This is no longer. It has science. You know that I have several videos on the channel where I show how to enter technical mode. It is quite easy, that is brought by the manual. If here you see that suddenly it takes a little while, it is for the reason that the insurance is, and sometimes it takes a little longer. There are times that the first look is already there, and I go to error codes, and here it is marking me an error, but that has nothing to do with the fault it has. This other one is from the door lock, that is, they are marking errors that it does not have. Nothing to do with it. Then you, no matter how much you have already changed your door lock or repaired it, you continue to give you the same failure. So in this case, if we are already going to have to physically check the parts, then we are going to proceed to disconnect your washing machine, and then we are going to start by the top part of the flat card. I don't think it is, and I don't think it's this card, because I repaired this card to the comrade and well, it's not there. I don't think it fails. Look, well, here the detail come on, I already removed the back screws. I only needed one to be quick, and that the video is going to take a little longer right now because I want you to see everything so that you can see that there is no fault, and because there are also many who tell me it does not show everything, that you made pure cuts and I don't know what, but then sometimes it takes me maybe an hour to try or something like that. Well, I'm not going to upload a 1 hour video, it's quite a long time. There are times that I fix them in up to 3 minutes, it depends on look. Well, let's check here, because we're going to check directly here. There's nothing to check other than bulbs and the balance sensor, or the sensor or the error of a balance. So let's go for if the bulbs have nothing to do with it, although at the end of the day they don't work. Well, no, nothing will fail. We remove these two screws. It is removed quite easily. It is removed like the easy ones that removes the two screws practically from the back. You push it forward, lift it, and that's it. It's quite easy. Here there is nothing else to check down. If there is What to check: motor, capacitor, actuator and sliders, drums and all that, because then you see that they stay in the middle and look, you saw nothing else, you lift it up and that's it. Well, let's remove the sensor now. This sensor is like, I don't know how, balance sensor, because what this sensor does is that it is always passing current, always, but when the tub is unbalanced or hits, this sensor cuts the signal, then the card is blocked and then we are going to check it. I take it out now, because in the first I realize that it is broken, that it is broken. Well, here, in this case, if they would have to change it completely or cancel it, this can be cancelled without problem. You just have to bridge the two cables, this good, the three cables that it brought and ready, this sensor, the only thing that if it starts to stick it will not be turn off. Look here, I have one for us to compare and I'm going to check it with the multimeter. Even though it's broken, we're also going to see that it doesn't work right now. Bridge it. The good here, the multimeter is on the diode scale or on the continuity scale, and we bypass it and look, well, we test it so that you can see and it does not mark anything, and this other one automatically gives us a signal of continuity. So what does it mean? That the other one, despite being broken, is not anymore useless, the micro switch if nothing else. If the micro switch would have been damaged because the micro switch is replaced, it has a cost from 15 pesos to 100 pesos, depending on where you buy it, up to 7 pesos wholesale, and in this case we are going to have to change everything because it is already broken. Then we are going to proceed to connect it the same way. Remember that it does not get stuck in the lever. It is because if it gets stuck, it may be that it will be deactivated. Then no matter how much you change it, you will see that it will continue to mark an error or the same failure. This failure is very curious, because I have had cards that bring their balance sensor but they mark it. There is an error that is from the balance sensor, but in this case the balance sensor is not marking you, so it is something strange. But well, that's why I wanted to go up this video so that you could see it a little better. Well, let's proceed anyway to put the lid, you know, the same from the front to the back. It is pulled, lowered, we put it screws and that's it. Remember, never try to disconnect anything, it's that you don't forget. When you go to do tests, never blow directly with your mouth to the pressure switch because it is an electronic pressure switch and they are very easily damaged. So many may say no, but they are damaged, so there is a need to clean them, and everything is better with a syringe. Also test and that's it. We practically finished connecting the balance sensor, that you don't forget, but it will also present you with the same fault. Well, we are going to accommodate it and that's it. Well, it is already accommodated. We are going to proceed now. Yes to this, approve. It is already connected to the light, and now we are going to spin. We start it and it will take a little while because not all washing machines are the same. There are some that then you put play or start and they start to spin like crazy. In this case there are some that they take longer, but as we can see here it won't take long to start. And well, I also hope that this failure has helped you, because it is something that 3 technicians could not, and maybe you already had it and you say no, well, easy, but so do you. If as a home they have not given you a solution, then look, it is a simple failure that you can save a little wool, and look, it is already spinning without problem. It is not blocking at all, and well, we already have another repaired washing machine from the workshop at the service of the home. And well, I hope you liked it. If you liked it, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will continue to bring you videos, so stay tuned for the channel and see you until next time.